Ah, damn it. I forgot to clear the chat. Don't mind all that was there a minute ago. Not the chat, sorry, I forgot to clear my captions is what I meant. I took a call right before stream. I was talking with Dad about something, so pretend y'all didn't see that. I was about to say, but you can't see my face, except technically you are seeing my face. Just the face that I drew a relatively long time ago at this point. So it is technically still my face. But yeah, hi everybody. Happy Friday. I hope the day is restful and productive for y'all. I'm okay. The only reason why we have no camera is because my couch is a little bit of a mess again. I didn't have time to straighten up before stream. So, oh wait, hold on. You would think at some point that iTunes would just keep your damn volume settings, and it never does. And it's really annoying that it doesn't do that. And so I completely forgot that, of course, it would reset, because of course it's going to reset. And so that's what happened. Anyway, that should be fine now. You all probably can't hear the music at all, but I would rather it that way than the other way. Alright. So, Nightbot, that's very handy actually. So let's talk a little bit. First off, Shen, you got this. Just swing. Just lean. Swing. What you got? What you got but a no? Swing. Literally, that's how this thing that I'm about to talk about happened. So, Twisted, bless them, saw an opportunity on Twitter and hit me with that at. It was like, hey, so there's this thing that somebody's asking about for fighting games, and I'm like, okay, sure, I will swing for that, lol. And that's how we wound up having a key to give away. So the TLDR, Dare Drop, as you see mentioned in Nightbot's little blurb up there, the game that we're playing today, we played it before, so it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but Under Night in Birth 2 Sicil, I abbreviated it wrong because of course I did. Anyway, Under Night in Birth 2 Sicilest is what we're playing today, right? But I was fortunate enough to get a key to give away from this organization called Dare Drop. And basically, this is the way that it works. With Dare Drop, you register for an account with them. You do some challenges that are related to whatever game that they currently have dares for. That's what the dares are. And then on completing those, you get things that you can give away to your community. Hence the drop part. So TLDR, because I already had Under Night 2 beforehand. So the key that they sent me, I'm gonna give away today. And if we are able to complete both of the dares that I took on, which should be relatively easy, I literally just play 15 and 50 ranked matches respectively, then I'll be able to get more keys to also give away. So I only have one for today. I will get another 2 upon verification, one of each for each verification of each dare that I'm able to successfully finish. So the part that I'm going to need y'all to help me out with is when we hit 15 ranked matches, I definitely need somebody to get a clip so that I can submit that. I think we should be able to probably do at least 15 today. Maybe we'll be able to get 50 by next stream, but I would rather try to do them all in one sitting so that they don't have to like coordinate how many since the last time and the current time. That would probably be shenanigans. So I would rather like knock it all out in one stream so that they have proof in the one and we're good. And I figure I play like 50 games in a 3-hour sitting anyway. So we're probably gonna go we're probably going to go to time tonight and not to the clock, which means we'll do like a full 3 hours of stream. Unless I wind up getting like super tired. But ideally that should not be the case. Okay. So I say all that to say this. I'm gonna do some warm-ups and all that other stuff as we normally do. Our first giveaway for the one key that I have today will be like closer to the end of stream. So Finn, do me a solid and like somewhere around 8:45, 8:50. Well, not then, because I don't know if that's when we'll stop. But remind me once we have hit and cleared to be like, don't forget to do the giveaway before we leave. Thankfully, Mix It Up bot makes it really easy to do that. So we'll go from there. Keep in mind, the keys that I'm giving away are all Steam keys. If you do not play fighting games on your computer and you're like, but I want this, I'm giving away Steam keys. So keep that in mind. So the giveaway today, Steam keys. The giveaway for when I eventually get the other 2 keys upon successful confirmation of the dares and all that will be another 2 Steam keys. But yeah, the link up there goes straight to the Under Night 2 Sis Celeste page if you want to like wishlist it on Steam or whatever. Also, hi Als. But yeah, thanks again to Dare Drop for making it possible for me to actually give away a key today. I am very grateful for that. So yeah, let's get this party started, shall we? So probably to make my life easier. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate it. So probably to make my life easier, I just need to keep track of how many ranked matches I start with, and then how many. On the one hand, scared. On the other, you've been doing that work for a while now, Shan. Yeah, like Shan, if you've been grinding for Paizo for almost as long as I have known you, I think. I don't know if that's accurate or not, if I'm misremembering that, but like... like, swing. Yeah, bouts. Yeah, then swing, my man. Like, what is there to do? Swing. It's scary, but swing. turn down these a little bit. A little bit. Alright. Let's warm up a little bit though, because I haven't. Yeah, let's go with this. And I gotta try to just see if I can remember how to play this character. Thank y'all, love y'all. Yeah, like I said, just swing, my man. What is there? What else is there to do? Swing. Okay, warmed up. All right. So yeah, before we start worrying about like all the ranked stuff and everything, because like the last couple times I played this game on stream, I just jumped in cold, and I sort of explained what was going on, but not really. So I'm gonna take it a little slower and kind of like explain properly what all is on in this game, while y'all are sitting here being all goofballs and all on each other. So hang on, just answering a question. Alright. So, Under Night 2 and how Under Night 2 works. Let me make sure I'm not misremembering stuff. So, Under Night 2 is a 4-button game. You have A, B, C, and D, which you use for various system functions, right? I'm gonna have to try to remember some of the other ones a little later. The basic idea here is that with Under Night, you have A, B, C, and right? So A, B, C is ascending order, and you can go from standing to crouching as long as you don't try to use the same button twice. Right? So 5A, 2A, so 5A, 2A, 5B, 2B, 5C, 2C. And that's fine, right? You also have your command normals like you do in Street Fighter with things like 3C for some characters. I think that's the only one that Nase has. Oh no, she also has J2C, 8C, and a couple others. But the basic idea is that with Under Night, you have A, B, C as your buttons. And you can, as you see, you can go from A to C straight up. Hey Cat Lady, hey Shiny, how y'all doing? But, I'm gonna nap and lurk, so have a nice stream yesterday. I appreciate you immensely. Alright, rest up, pals. We'll catch you on the flip. So yeah. The nice thing about Under Night, though, and also Melty Blood, is that you have something, they call it in this game Passing Link, I think. It's more commonly known as reverse. So, I have ABC here, right? But I can also do BAC, BBA, CAB, right? I can literally go in whichever order I want for the buttons as long as I do not try to use the same ones twice, right? So this opens up combos like this. 2A, B, C, 5C. So it turns into a launch pad. Hang on. So I can do stuff like this. Right? Or... hang on. Or I can do stuff like, for example, hang on. Right? So the basic idea behind Under Knight's combo structure is that if you are throwing, for example, like a 5C or a 2C, and you're like, oh damn, they blocked it, cancel into 5A or 2A, reduce the recovery time on your button, and you're good, right? I have to see if I can remember the other. I think it was hang on. I like playing Nanase, but some of her combos make my hands hurt, so I have to be a little careful. Right? So, as an example, I did increased or held JC, and then used the reverse beat stuff to go BB, 2C, and then so on and so forth, right? So that's the basics of like the combo structure and the way that works. Defensively, like I said, it's a thing where if somebody blocks this move, right? I throw 5C, they blocked it, I'm like, oh god, I don't want to get punished. I press 5A, and I'm good to go. But again, with this passing link system, you cannot use the same button twice unless you cheat and do like auto combo stuff, I think. So even with auto combo, I think they restrict us that if you use... Yeah, even if you do the auto combo with the A button, whatever normal that you use as part of the auto combo, you can't use again. So it's one of those things where if you start off with like 5B and then use your A buttons again, you can't do that. Is auto combo really you know, I meant cheating in terms of like getting around the actual rules of how passing link works. You know, very well, sorry, words are hard. That's what I meant. Yeah, like I'm not talking about it in the literal sense. With the amount of times that I've said modern is absolutely fine in Street Fighter 6, I would be literally a hypocrite to be like, auto combo is cheating. No, I don't actually, it's literally fine. I was talking about in terms of like it breaking the rules. Okay, no, I lied. So notice here, right? If I use, that's what it was. I knew there was a way to get around it, but I couldn't remember. But notice that if you, yeah, if it's in the game, it's in the game. Exactly, right? Unless it's a bug, in which case it's like they'll patch it. Right. Okay, that's the exception that I was trying to think of. So if you start the combo, so here's the thing, right? You can't use it twice if you, so as an example, if I do 5C and then the auto combo, then it works. But I can't do the auto combo and then do like 5C, right? Because notice, I do, if I'm pressing AAA here, I get 5A, 5B, 5C. So I can't do 5A, I can't do the auto combo and then press C and then get it to come out. It doesn't work like that. But I can do this. So if I use the button beforehand and then use the auto combo, I can get around it like that. That's the thing I was trying to remember before and talk about, but I couldn't remember how to do it. But I remember now, so it's fine. But yeah, the long and short of it is that, for the most part, as far as the combo system goes, you have a lot of like free form in terms of how you cancel buttons. The hard part is figuring out where and when you are allowed to do juggles and things like that, right? So that's that. That's the important part there as far as that goes. So the D button has a variety of uses here. I need those so I can remember. Okay, cool. So smart steer, finish, concentration. There we go. That's creeping edge. Okay, so we have A, B, and C for attacks, right? And we talked about that in passing link and how you can go in whatever direction as long as you hit, right? So the D button in Under Night does a couple different things. If you just hold down the D button, it charges your grind grid at the bottom, and we'll talk about what that does and how that works a little later, not right now. Aside from that, right? If you press forward and D while you're on the ground or in the air, you do something called an assault. So, assaults on the if you can use assault on the ground and in the air, right? If you do an assault in the air, you can cross over your opponent, as you see here, right? On the ground, it will carry you. If you're too far away, it will carry you mostly forward. If you're within a certain distance of them, it will carry you directly to them, but not past them. So assaults are usually useful for like closing the gap, right? Assaults are useful. ENIAC Kettle. This is Under Night 2 specifically. But yeah, assault is very useful for kind of like closing the gap and approaching people suddenly. Everybody can use it. And the distance that the assault travels is determined by how far you are from the opponent on the ground, pretty much. So like, even heavier characters like Waldstein, who's the grappler, he will travel, I think, about the same distance with an assault as anybody else. Right? It's just that ground assault you cannot use to cross up your opponent. Air assault you can. But you'll notice that it doesn't autocorrect, right? Like I air assault over somebody, I'll still be facing the same way that I was going. The game was... Shut up, Vallejo. Hi, Vallejo. Is there also... Yeah, you can dash. You can literally forward dash and back dash. Alright, I guess since Kettle brought it up. Dashing normal... every character also has a dashing B normal and a dashing C normal. Properties are different for each character, but for example, Nanase's dashing B is a low, while Nanase's dashing C, if I can do it correctly, is an overhead, right? And you do also have a dash macro by pressing forward or backward plus AB. But you do have to actually hold forward for a little bit, and actually, if you're using the macro, you do have to hold forward a little bit in order to actually get the dash to come out. So yeah, you can do the forward input manually, or you can hold, or you can like press forward and AB, and you'll do it a little. But if you want to dash normal, highly situational. Assault is used mostly for like jumping over, like calling out lows and things like that. Sometimes sometimes dashing and doing a normal versus doing a dash normal will work better. It depends on the situation. The answer to that is it depends on the situation, just like with anything else. So, aside from being able to do assault by doing like 60, so forward and D, you can also do something called creeping edge by doing 3 plus C. So, creeping edge is new to this version of Under Night. If I remember correctly, it is strike invulnerable, which means that it will go through hits, but it is not throw invulnerable. So, and it only goes one direction. You can only go forward with a creeping edge, right? So you can use a creeping edge to pass through the opponent. They cannot hit you, but they can throw you, if I remember correctly. Let me record that and double check that just to be safe, because I only asked because my habit of jumping maybe. The thing about an assault though is that because of the startup time, if you're assaulting carelessly, people can and will catch you for it because you are committing, right? You are committing when you assault to moving forward for a certain period of time. I don't think you can block immediately after you do one, whereas in this game, right? Well, let me test that. Hang on. I can literally just test this. Yeah, with an assault, you cannot immediately, like, air shield or attempt to, like, air block things. So when you assault, you're committing. Your habit of jumping may be less terrible. If you use them incorrectly, you will literally wind up putting yourself in a position where you get hit. Whereas, provided that you are shielding in the air, for example, you can, in fact, block attacks while jumping in this game. But you have to shield in order to do that. So, the only way to break the habit of jumping is to make yourself stop jumping. Other mechanics will not help you get around that. You just gotta stop doing it. Or at least you have to work on consciously being aware of when to do it versus not, is the better way to put it. You can block and jump? Yes. But shielding has its own risks when you do that, which I'll get into a little bit later. So yeah. Keeping edge. Right, I said I was going to record that so I could double check to make sure that I'm not telling like a lie. I need to record... Okay. Yeah, so... Too fast, hang on. Yeah, so as you can see, right? Creeping edge, when somebody does it, you will automatically shield, and I'll explain what shielding is in a little bit. You'll shield any attack that hits you during a creeping edge, but you will be hit by throws if you do a creeping edge. So, and that causes something called grid break, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So, offensively, right, for the D button you have assault for the D button, as well as, well, creeping edge is more of like a defensive thing, but it can also turn the tide momentum-wise offensively too. But for now, let's put that to one side and let's talk about the grind grid. Let me just fix a thing real quick. Very important. We're going to put this on default. So, you may notice that at the bottom middle of the screen, there's this little gauge there. It says GRD, right? And as we're standing here and just kind of like relaxing, it happens to fill up a little bit, little by little, right? This gauge at the bottom is called the grind grid, and it's like every... I forget the length of the cycle right now, and I could go look it up, but I forget. It's like 16 seconds or something, maybe a little bit less than that. But what happens is, once that timer fills up, whoever has more blocks in their side of the grind grid will enter a state called Vorpal. In Vorpal state, you do more damage. Notice how it says bonus damage under the damage counter there, versus how it doesn't say it here. You do more damage in Vorpal state. And more importantly, if you double tap the D button while you have Vorpal, you enter into, hang on. I want to demonstrate this like this. Hang on. Basically speaking, right? If you double tap the D button while you have Vorpal, you get something called a chain shift, which is basically like a Roman cancel from Guilty Gear. You stop the action for a little bit, and you are then able to kind of like move and continue reacting. So you can use, if you have it, you can use Vorpal, you can use chain shift to actually continue a combo while you are in Vorpal state, and also get meter back based on how full or how many blocks you had in your side of the grind grid before when you use it, right? So how do you get stuff in the grind grid? So as y'all see, it kind of fills naturally on its own, right? But by hitting the opponent by hitting the opponent, right, it fills up on its own. It fills up more if you hit the opponent, if you're approaching the opponent more frequently. If I can do this without getting pounded on. By shielding hits like that, so it becomes like a question of flow, right? And you can get, for example, grind grid mid-combo. See? You're keeping edge there. See? As an example, right? Just to kind of like give a basic example of sort of what the flow of that feels like. That's basically how that works, right? Now, because you get grind grid from both being on the offensive and approaching, as well as defending and shielding correctly, Under Night is a game that rewards knowing when to call people out, not just on the offense, but by defending correctly, right? So to that point, that's why both keeping edge as well as shield exist. So when you shield an attack successfully, you gain like a block of Vorpal, and additionally, your character will be able to potentially open up gaps in the opponent's offense in ways that they couldn't before. Case in point, I'm going to use Akatsuki to kind of demonstrate this. So. Hang on, let me do this correctly. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, so. So, right, with a fast attack, I can punish it. But let's say that I wanted to get a bigger punish out of this, right? Huh, I'd be surprised. But basically, there's normally a gap in... There's normally a gap in that attack that you can't really challenge unless you shield it, unless they change that recently. But the basic idea is that... hang on. Because you shouldn't be able to challenge that gap unless you shield that hit. That's weird. But I'll have to try to find a better example. But the basic idea is that if, for example, somebody... Right? So, if you notice, when I punished Akatsuki's attack before, it wasn't a counter, right? Or it was, but I traded it, right? Or... Let me see if I can use a slightly different one that might be a little bit better to prove my point here. So yeah, I can get a counter hit there, but the main thing is, if I shield the hit, I also get grind grid out of it, and get to do the punish on top of that, right? So there are certain moves and certain situations where you have to use, yeah, I'm going over it I'm going over it more in depth than I have previously because the last time I played this game, I kind of just jumped straight into it and didn't explain anything, or like the bare minimum of things. But the TLDR basically is, in this game, knowing when to shield things is really important because it helps you win the grind grid war. And the longer you have Vorpal, it is good to have Vorpal because you do more damage. That is the simplest way to do it. The simplest way to think of it is basically block good, hit good, shield when you need to shield, and make sure that people do not throw you when you shield, right? So, case in point, I'm gonna do this thing again to help demonstrate why, if I can remember this. So, if you get thrown while you are attempting to shield, or if, for example, you shield low and somebody does an overhead attack, or you shield high and somebody does a low attack, you will get guard broken, you'll get grid broken. And while your grid is broken, any functions that involve using the D button don't work. So you can't use creeping edge, you can't assault, you can't concentrate, which you can use to like steal. As you can see, if you concentrate, you basically trade some of your super meter, the blue meter down at the bottom, for the ability to get more grind grid. If I remember correctly, that should be the way it works, right? Let me make sure that... I might be full of shit. It doesn't actually cost that. So, never mind, I was full of crap and I misremembered that. I was thinking probably of Melty Blood, I think. Pretty good chance I was thinking of Melty Blood, so that's my bad. Anyway, but my main point being is that if you are guard broken, you can't concentrate, just try to steal grid at like the very end of the cycle. You can't use assault on the ground or in the air, and you're not going to be able to use creeping edge or shield if you've been guard broken. So generally, the idea in Undernight when you're playing it is if you are trying to like stay ahead in the grind grid game, you don't have to shield everything, right? Shield the things that you know you can catch. Try to block well and try not to get hit a lot, and maybe occasionally sneak in like a quick concentrate near the end of the grid cycle, and you're good, basically. That covers... Bye. 2 more things to cover, sorry, and then we're good to go, right? Aside from all of that, new to this game is that if you happen to hit somebody, right? Hang on, do this correctly. There we go. So, in this game in particular, right? So, that was just me pressing the A button a lot for auto combo stuff. However, if at any point you hit anybody with like A, B, C, or whatever while you're on the ground, right? If you press A and B together, you automatically get the ender for your smart steer combo. And the reason why this is useful is because if you've already confirmed the hit, it will give you a free block of grind. It'll give you a free block of grid, right? So if you're in a situation where it's like, okay, cool, I got the hit, right? Might as well just throw in the 5AB and bam, get yourself a free block of grind grid if you can confirm the hit, right? And that's useful. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and then we're gonna go do matches and stuff, is the force function. There are another 2 things to talk about, and then we can get started. So the force function is if you press B and C together, your character has a unique action that uses up part of their grid that you currently have. You can even use it when you don't have any. It just kind of keeps you from generating more. But the basic idea is that each character's force function does something different. So for Nanase, right? So characters can't really double jump in this game, but Nanase's force function basically lets her get an air jump. Nanase's force function on the ground also is basically just like it's a more vertical. So yeah, even if I don't have, the dangerous thing also is that if you are using your force function when you don't have grid, right? If you're using your force function when you don't have grid, you're giving your opponent grid instead. So you have to be careful about when and how you manage it. But the basic idea is that for Nanase, for example, right? With her force function, she can like get either a high jump on the ground or a little bit of like a second, hold on, put on turbo on accident, or sort of like a second drifting jump in the air. And it even works after you hit somebody. So if I jump in, somebody blocks that, I can use my force function, drift backwards and get out of the way. And there are other like much more esoteric uses that you can put it toward, but that's one of the common ones. Every character has a force function, but the force function does something different. Akatsuki's is a parry. Yuzuriha, who's the other character I use, she does a slash that is related to her other stance stuff, right? And it kind of goes from there, right? Don't apologize, we're really talking about how awesome this is. Ayn will fight you. There. And then the last thing I want to talk about is bail off. So if you have at least, let me make sure I remember this correctly. Yeah, if you have at least 100 super meter, you can do something called bail off, right? While you have bail off on, right? And the length of bail off depends on how much meter you had before you started. Now, keep in mind that you can in fact stack. Let's get to Vorpal when it shows up. Got Celestial Vorpal by accident, which is not what I really wanted. Let me just manually put on Air Vorpal, make it easier. So you can in fact stack. You can stack both Vorpal and Bail Off, and what that basically does is it gives you a damage bonus on top of the damage bonus. It gives you a damage bonus on top of the damage bonus that you get from Vorpal. But basically, Bail Off gives you like a 20% damage boost. And while you still have Bail Off meter, you can basically use any move that would use super moves. Any move that would use super meter, you can use it for free, and it just shortens the length of the Bail Off meter. Right, like that, for example. You also get one free use of your best super move, which is your infinite words, your infinite worth attack, which is this, right? You can use that normally when you have 200 meter. But if you have Vorpal, hang on, if I can do this correctly. I did it wrong, hold on. I think it's... Hang on. I want to do it... No, I want to do it like... I'm trying to remember the best way to get this set up. I want to do... Wrong one. I want to do. I'm trying to see if I can figure out a way to do this correctly while using 2 super moves back to back to show you how this works. Hang on. Like that, right? Or if I was using Yuzuri, huh? Because I know hers a little bit easier. If I was using Yuzu, for example. Hang on. Hang on. Takes a little while for me to remember how to do this. No, let's just keep it simple. I'm thinking too hard. Hang on. Hang on a minute, I should be able to do. It's been a little while since I've done this combo, so. Or at least even a variation of it. I'll just keep it simple. Should be able to do. They changed that? Or am I just misremembering how this works? They might have changed how that works. Because I'm just doing it wrong, I think. Give me 1 second. Test something real quick. There we go. I'm just doing it at the wrong time. So yeah, when you have Veil off, the main point that I was making is that you can like when you have Veil off though, the main point is that like your C moves you're able to cancel them into your infinite worths and do damage like that. So TLDR is that in the overall, Under Night is a game that kind of rewards you defending really well as keeping a really strong offense, right? Both of those things get rewarded. Let's do ranked match. Hang on. Ranked match. There we go. Standby in training mode. Don't want to use hide. Let's go with Nanase, because I was using her a little bit earlier. Oh, hold on. Let me go back and check my ranked settings real quick to make sure that I didn't mess up and I actually have the right character selected for ranked. Yeah, see, I was gonna pick the wrong character for ranked to get all kind of messed up. Let's go with Nanase. Her ranked today, because I think I don't have any ranked matches with her, so it'll be easier to count. Rank match. Stand by in training mode. Alright. So now that I've kind of gone over some of the system stuff, I can sort of talk about what kind of character Nanase herself is. Nanase as a character is generally really focused on mobility in a different way than Yuzuriha is. Like, Yuzuriha is very quick and very mobile when she's in stances, and when she's able to like throw other stuff and just kind of like generally oppress you from like mid and long range, right? That's where she kind of excels, right? Nanase, on the other hand, is very much a Nanase, on the other hand, is very much a she's very much more about like quick movement without that restriction, and also has a pretty good selection of moves on the ground and in the air for like a variety of different things to handle, right? Let me go to rank match menu real quick and... Okay, that's all set. So it's just a matter of like getting somebody to show up. Nanase's whole thing is that speed, right? 3293. Curious about something. I do. Hang on. That's 2760. Did that wrong. 742. I'm comparing the damages in my head just because I want to think about which one of these does more. Give me a second. That's obviously less, but... Let's see. Did that wrong timing. Cool. So that works. There we go. So we'll see if we can get at least 15 tonight. And there's guard break. Ah, missed it. Then I guessed wrong on the shield, which is why I got grid broken. I went for a shield and guessed and was blocking at the wrong height and that's why I got grid broken. And I messed up the shield afterward, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Are rematches counted as individual matches? Yeah. Like 15 ranked matches. Good throw. Ooh. That was like dash. It was either dash B or dash C, I think. Ooh. That little dash in out that they did. I wasn't expecting it, but also it was also a good way of like sort of setting their spacing a little bit. Didn't want to do that. But I won. Yeah, that's fair. Oops. Yeah, rematches should, because the game will count them as separate. Will also count them as separate ranked matches. I intend to play 15 different opponents anyway, just to be safe, but... Ooh. Alright, that's fair. I will also look at what the actual match counter says after this one to be sure. And if this counted as like... Ooh, good dash. Oh! Damn. Ooh, fair. Okay, good thing I didn't get the shield there. I would have gotten heartbroken again. Didn't want to concentrate there. No, they blocked that. I'm dead. Oh, I should have been dead there, but they botched it. So, well, I guess. Second, third. Yep. That's my fault. Let's go. Woo. Alright, let me check real quick and see how many that counted for. Nah, my rank... Dang it, hang on. Yeah, it counted as 3. You see how it says 3? So yeah, this is the 3, because we hadn't started with the Nase yet. Yeah, and it says specifically here, ranked match battle record, right? So Yuzuriha has 24, right? So if I was going to go with Yuzuriha, I'd have to get to like 74. But because we're doing it with Nanase, right now we got 3. Because I also had 0, I had 0 RIP at the start, which means that I hadn't done any ranked with her at all. So, we're at 3. So functionally, this means that yeah. So like, mostly it's just a matter of like getting now we just gotta wait and hope that we get another one. So with the way that Dare Drop works, I have to actually submit and verify, right, that I have that number of ranked matches, right? So I started at 0 RIP, and that should also be reflected if you look even back at the first match. I started with 0 RIP, so if I get to a flat 15 here, then we are good to go. Yeah, and then of course I'm gonna get absolutely torn up by this Carmine. So Carmine's main thing is that some of his attacks leave those puddles of goo on the ground, but the attacks that do also cost a little bit of his health, as you see there, right? So any attack that he does that would leave a puddle will use up some of his health. So Oh, damn it. The assault. So what happened there, I saw it like just at the end. The assault took him over my attack. I swung with a low and I got. So that's what assault is primarily useful for. Like that's why I was saying earlier, right? Like if somebody is using a lot of like lows on the ground, for example, you can use an assault to call it out. Hesitated. Yep. You saw the Carmine snuck in a little bit of an increase there to make sure that they could keep the... or not an increase, rather. The concentrate to make sure that they could sneak in some more... sneak in some more grind grid and keep the advantage that way. I was probably throwing too slow of a button, but let's see. Ooh! Yeah, it was good. So, that's 5. Yeah, the main thing with Carmine, and where they got me in particular, right, is that, and yeah, I can hold, and I will entirely hold that, right? The main thing with Carmine is that while he does lose HP when he does attacks, right? Or at least certain ones that like create his puddles for what we call Okizeme. And if you're like, what the heck is Okizeme? That handy link will help you. But basically, Okizeme is the situation that we talk about after we have gotten a knockdown, right? What do you set up after that? So, for example, with Nanase, a common thing that she uses for Okizeme after she gets a knockdown... I don't know how to fight this character at all. I'm going to die. It's fine. A common setup that she uses for Okizeme in many situations is that she does the... very close to the ground, she does a fireball so that people are forced to block the fireball and kind of go from there. Couldn't reach in time. Oh, he has flight. That's gonna be annoying. So, Quan is basically like the big bad evil guy of the entire Under Night franchise, and they just made him playable in this game. I have fought this character all of twice. So, I did a low shield there, but because Quan has a flight mode, Quan went into flight mode and hit me with an overhead while I was shielding low. So that's why the guard break happened there. Like you saw that little float that he just did a second ago, slight float, which I didn't know he had 7 in terms of matches. Oh no, 6. Sorry. After this one is 7. I didn't count correctly. It's 7 after this one. Maybe 8 if I can get a win, but I'm not sure about that. Yep. I'm mostly just using this to try to figure out some of what's going on here. So yeah, the Okizeme thing I was talking about, right? You notice how when I was knocked down, Kuon set that wheel above my head, so I had to get up into it and block it? That is one example of Okizeme, right? Where after you get a knockdown, you set up something for somebody, and they have to kind of like literally stand up and block into that situation. I missed it. Ah. And the thing about the wheel being on top of me like that is that I would have to test it to be sure. But it makes it difficult, if not outright impossible, for me to like go, oh, I'm just going to use like my equivalent of Ryu's Shoryuken to get out of that. I can't really, because I'm standing up into an attack that's already active, and thus I die, right? So the idea behind Okizeme is that when the opponent is knocked down, right, you set something else for them to deal with. So in Nanase's case, for example, she has... So she can't use... This attack is an air attack, right? So you do quarter circle forward in the air, and you get back. But with a special input trick called a tiger knee, where you do the input, but then you end in a jump. As you can see, right? I can set that really low to the ground. I'm probably not doing the setup entirely correctly, because I haven't studied Nanase Oki in a very long time, but the basic idea is that a good Nanase player, once they get a knockdown, will set the fireball, right? So that even if you're not immediately blocking it when you stand up, a Nanase player will set the fireball up so that when you do get up, right? You are then considering, oh right, dang, am I about to get hit by this? Good, they know that trick. Oh, he can do shield surf after that. That's unfortunate. So yeah, Tsurugi's whole thing, as you can see, is that some of his moves kind of just let him kind of straight charge to you. Like, he'll tank an attack from you and then keep going. So with Tsurugi, part of it is that you have to throw him out of some of those moves that have armor point stuff. And the other part of it is that you... Yep. Okay, that was good. So, against the Kuon, that was 7. This is 8. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this particular person because they know how to play Tsurugi, but the main thing is that I have enough fundamentals in this particular case to carry me relatively well. And it's mostly just a matter of like letting them do what they're gonna do, and I don't really have to stress myself too much. I meant to cancel that into something. Like that. So they got Vorpal, but it's okay. I'm not super stressed about it. I did not want to side switch there. Rasengan. And that's 9. An opponent has requested a player match. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta grind ranked. I gotta grind ranked. I regret it. I would, but I can't. Forgive me. They wanted that so bad, and I feel so bad. If this is literally any other... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to 50, but we can at least do 15 tonight, I think, as far as this is concerned. And then we'll see if we can work 50 over the course, like the rest of... Because I don't have to do this all in one stream, I don't think. I mostly... Thank you so much for... No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Don't worry about it, Kaz, you're good. Don't stress it. Thank you so much for the resub. Other people gotta handle the hype because I am... Fair. Good. I didn't shield there, so I didn't get guard broken, which is good. Yeah. I did there, though. Okay, so I think if that pattern keeps up, then basically this person is going to keep trying to assault me when they're close, like that. Which basically means that if I just stand up and jab, yeah, see? So yeah, I gambled about right on that. They did the assault, landed, and then tried to do it again. Good shield. Yep. Ah, shit. Stood up by accident and did a standing shield. That should be 10. See? Good tech. Predicted it. I wasn't sure that they were going to do that. I made a guess that they were going to do that. Good. If they'd shielded the overhead, they would have gotten a better punish, probably. See the assault right there? To try to get over what I was going to do because I shielded the attack that they used to get in, so they used the assault to get over, just to be sure that they weren't going to get hit by anything. Messed up. I messed up there a little bit because I thought I had, Because I shielded the Hien before, that's why they did the assault to get over whatever I was going to do after that, because I shielded it. See? So yeah, assault is useful. Like, I was mashing 2A there, so they used assault to get over it. See? Good throw. I thought they were gonna... God damn it. Ah! I got hit by the 2C. I'm probably dead. No! No, 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 no! Why did it miss? Why did it miss? Why did it miss? Why did it miss? Ah! It missed! Fuck! I gotta hold that. That was good. I had a couple of drops there, but I should have just missed it. Oh, I gotta hold that. That's 11, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can at least do 15 today. I don't know if we're gonna...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I probably just dropped... That's what it was. I did it too slow. So, the main thing with that combo, right? I have to make sure that they're higher up in the air in order for that to work correctly, basically. And it might have been that with what we call the combo proration, which is to say, because the combo went on for so long, and depending on what move I started it with, there's a very good chance that I just might not have had the... Yeah, it's fair. Get that wrong. Mortal slide. But that mortal slide. Assimilation. I forget how much that is. I'm at maybe like 13 or something. I'm not sure. Can I and also say you're such a fucking great example of sportsmanship. It's so nice. Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is like, this one is probably 13 because, well, no, this might be because the Kuon match was 11, I think. I'll check after this. It's fine. Because we're getting matches at a rate enough that I can afford to stop and check. Ah, it was an overhead. Fuck, they got me. Ooh, that was good on the 5B. I think that was mortal slide, assimilation. Yep. EX Reaper, and I'm dead. Here. I'll talk about the sportsmanship thing in a minute. Mortal slide, assimilation. Yeah, it's fair. I'm pressing the wrong buttons to punish now because I'm getting antsy. No. Yeah, there we go. I gotta control the space a little bit more. They like to do shoulder tackle or that, and then you see that little stumpy kick that they're doing afterward. Messed up a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Because the main thing that they were trying to do primarily was they were using a lot of Gordo's 5C and charged 5C to try to like actually catch me out pressing buttons at ranges that I shouldn't have been pressing them, which is not a bad strategy, right? Absolutely could have caught me. Let's see. That should be I should be somewhere between 13 to 15 right now, I think. So let's take a look. Player profile 13. We are at 13 so far. So another 2, and that should have that. Let's play a match battle record. Right. Let's see. I haven't been saving my replays, so yeah, we're at 13 right now. So ranked match. Yeah, so once we hit 15, I'm gonna shake it off, take a little break, because I wasn't expecting to hit. Let me phrase that differently. Initially, I was thinking that we might be able to hit 50 tonight, but given that the matchmaking, right? The matchmaking is a little bit slower than I was expecting, so we're probably not going to be able. Words are hard. We're probably not going to be able to make 15 tonight, but we can at least make, 50, but we can at least make 15. Like, literally, we fight this one, and that's 15. Yeah. So, the hard part about fighting Seth. I know that a lot of people are like looking at this and just going like, how are you supposed to fight this nonsense, right? Ah. There we go. Nope. I drifted the wrong way. I pressed the wrong spot. Yep. Ah, wrong spot. So, the thing about Seth, right, is that while he does move around a lot, and it's like, wow, like this character seems like some bullshit. Like, how are you supposed to ever get around what he does? That's fine, I'll take that. Oh, okay, that wasn't the type I was thinking of. It's gonna go off. So, the thing about Seth, right, is that while he moves around a bunch and it's like, this character looks like it's bullshit, he's not fair to fight, etc., etc. The trick is mostly that because Seth does not do a lot of damage, he has to set up a lot of those floating orbs in order to catch you at gaps when you're not doing something. Like that one, watch, it'll go off, hit me, so you can then get it. He sets another one, it goes off again. I'm hitting at the wrong, I'm mashing buttons at the wrong spot and getting hit by things, which is not helping. But like the main thing is that with Seth, it's largely a matter of don't get caught out by orbs. If you can help it anyway. Sometimes you can't. Like he's just gonna set them in a spot where you can't reach them, and he does that. where the orb gets to get set up during the combo, and you kind of just have to hold that. But like, the main thing that y'all saw earlier is that there are gaps where he's setting them, and that's how you deal with it. If you know where to look and where to challenge, Seth is not... To be clear, once he gets started, he will run you down, right? There is not a single... I'm gonna go over to the player profile so we can confirm this. So, as you can see, Nanase, we've got the 15 right here, right? Put down a marker just to be sure. So, we've got the 15 with Nanase. And so, yeah, if I can get a clip of this, that would also be helpful. But, yeah, this is our 15 with her. The thing I was saying about Seth, while that is going on, I feel. The thing with Seth is that if you know where to challenge him and how to challenge him, then you manage to get around some of the shenaniganry that's involved with... his orbs and things like that, if you know where to challenge him and if you are not trying to mash out of his pressure at the wrong spots. The reasons why I got hit a lot mostly have to deal with like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here like a clown, mashing at spots and Seth's pressure where that doesn't work. Can't do that in certain spots against his pressure. And when I was doing that at the spots I wasn't supposed to be, that's when I got hit and that's when I died a bunch. But in the situations where I managed to at least not get domed long enough to sort of like sit down and assess specifically what it was that he was doing and when, it's like, okay, I can throw a button here, bam, you're not, right? Also, I have 69 player matches. Can I get a nice in the chat, please? But yeah, that's my 15. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up, take a break, shake out my hands real quick because I like playing Under Night, but the main thing is that it will Under Night wears my hands out a lot. I'm going to come back to the sportsmanship thing that Cosmo brought up because I want to talk about that. But one, I should shake my hands off a little bit. Two, I should also go get something to drink. Yeah, I dropped the marker, but having the clip on hand means that I don't have to like go back and... Because I don't know how markers work, having the clip on hand is also useful so that I can just give that first and then give the VOD later if I need to. Ouch. But yeah, I'm going to take a break and stretch and do all that other stuff. We'll be back maybe with more Under Night, I think. I have to be careful because unlike, for example, like Tekken or something where I can play Under Night, or I can play like Tekken or Street Fighter for like a really long time, Under Night strains my hands a lot, so I can't really do it for like long sessions the way I would like to. But anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Stretch, do whatever you need, go hydrate up or whatever, and I'll catch you on a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action. Henshin!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make you, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free tours goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it. That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apris above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And peanut butter. Praise be to Lord R.N. Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to R.N. Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just... What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
Oh, they're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, God fucking damn it, I would just be like, fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, I should be fine. Fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJH Says Games. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Alright. Got up. Get out. I think I have it in me to keep going with Under Night. So we gotta stay on Anase because it'll be easier to count. It'll be easier to count ranked with her. I don't think we'll get to 50 tonight. But let's see. Okay, I want to test that actually. Hang on. Okay. I think from that particular combo, that will always miss, actually. I think I have to do something else to get that to work from that combo because of the proration. Yeah. The annoying thing about ODA players is that they always like to use Divine Thrust at right around that range, especially the charged up version. And the thing is that if they don't charge it, right, it messes up your shield timing a little bit, so you can't like punish them for it. Ooh, fair. Yeah, so the hard judgment there is that Orie, because of where she gets to put her charged Divine Thrust and things like that, it can be very difficult to like actually stuff her out of them or even shield them correctly. The player knows how to stagger their charge timing. I didn't get thrown out of the shield, which is the important part. Ah, went too high over. No! Ah. Weapon gun! There we go. So yeah, that's the main thing about the ODA matchup, right? While you have to worry a lot about Divine Thrust, right? I wasn't blocking low. That's my own fault. Yeah, and you can see that also when she does use Divine Thrust correctly, the pushback, didn't mean to sword card there. No, man, I should have blocked low. I'm dead. I messed up. That's my own fault. The thing that I have not been doing, I've been trying to like bait. I was trying to bait the Sacred Spire, the DP move that she uses to go upward and attack. But I completely forgot to block low while baiting it, and that's why I died multiple times. Because I'm like, I'm gonna bait it, and then didn't block. Alright, oh, we get to get the run back, even though the connection is not really great. It's fine. It's a little stuttery, which is why I'm having a little bit of trouble like getting the Divine Thrust. But even then, I'll be honest, really, truly, even if the connection was a little bit less stuttery, I'd probably still be getting hit by most of those. I'm gonna just be real. Right, the sportsmanship thing. Because Cosmo brought it up, and then I said I was gonna talk about it, and then completely forgot. So the thing is that with fighting games, a really underrated skill is understanding how to lose, right? And people don't talk about that, right? Ah, that's fair. I was shielding too much, so they just called me out. Yep. Like, that's the thing, right? People do not tell you that you need to learn how to lose in fighting games. You have to learn how to lose in fighting games. Because you're gonna lose. I don't really care who you are or how much you practice or all of this stuff. You're gonna lose. Like, that's not something that you can argue with me or anybody else. You're going to lose in a fighting game. It is inevitable, right? And so, the important thing is that you understand how to lose so that when you do lose, you understand first and foremost that it's not the end of the world, but also more importantly that it's like, this was going to happen at some point. This was inevitable. I was going to lose, right? How come she gets to stand and you don't? She kind of needs it, because if it was just poking and no Oki, then I would be exploding her right now. But yeah, the thing in particular about... So yeah, we're going to do 3 hours tonight and see how far we wind up. So we're going to go past 9 o'clock, but that's because I want to do a full 3 hours of stream tonight. We haven't done like a good full 3 hours of a fighting game stream in a while, I don't think. But yeah, like, you're going to lose. Like, I don't really... Like, there's basically no getting around that. Like, you are going to lose, right? Okay. And the thing about that is that the sooner that you accept that and make peace with that, the better a fighting game player you become. And I don't mean... Well, let me phrase that a little more... Let me phrase that a little bit more delicate. You have to, when you learn, once you understand that you're going to lose, then it's about developing, like, healthy habits around understanding what that means, right? Like, so, like, healthy habits around learning how to lose means things like acknowledging when you've been outplayed, right? The scrub, as they are commonly termed in fighting games, right? Well, if you're calling yourself scrubby, it usually is an indication that, like, you know where your faults are, and it's like damn, I'm a scrub. Normally means, like, you're acknowledging, right, I'm still sorting out some of, like, the particulars of how to do X, Y, Z, and so, you know, I don't got it like that, right? But the behavior of someone who is a scrub, as termed externally, right? Like, if I were to call somebody scrubby, right? Like, if I am looking at someone and calling them a scrub, it is explicitly in the context of, hey, so the things that you are doing, the way that you're talking about this game, the way you're thinking about this game is very small-minded. Because you are like, oh, this character is so cheap and so busted, and that's why I lost. Or you were I'm gonna accidentally call out somebody here, but it's important. Saying things like, oh yeah, you're just spamming fireballs all the time and not like actually fighting, right? Yes, TLC did. But I don't know if anybody in TLC played fighting games. So I am joking here. I get what y'all are getting at. I'm taking the piss. I promise you. But yeah, if I call somebody scrubby directly in a fighting game, right? It is more an indication that their attitude about things around the game is not in the sense that they are gonna go, oh yeah, well this move is cheap and this move is busted and this move is unfair, right? And it's like, okay, but they did a chain shift just to see and then did the throw. Fair. Yep. Yep. Most times you run into a Lin player in this game. She's been really good in this game for a while, so it's one of those things where like people who have been playing for a while, like most Lin players have been playing this game for like forever, basically, is what I'm getting at. But right, the whole thing about like losing and like how do you make peace with that, right? It's not, you accept losing as an inevitability, not in the sense that it's like, I'm so bad, I'm going to lose forever. It's like, no, there are going to be times where no matter what it is that you do, right, you are going to get outplayed. Like, there are going to be times where you get outplayed, and you just have to be okay with that. Oops. Right? And so that's why my main thing is largely that it's like, yeah. Yep, that's fair. I didn't know that was coming. I wanted to believe that I did, but I didn't. Whew. Yeah, that's my own fault. I was mashing a button on my I was mashing a button on wake up and I died. There we go. Didn't see the increase come. Ah, there it is. I'm dead. But yeah, like, you're gonna lose. It's inevitable, right? Like, people who sit and think, and I'm saying this as somebody who used to not understand this very well, right? Like, you are going to lose. And it then becomes a question of, you lost. What are you going to do now? Right? You lost. What are you going to do now? That is the primary thing, right? And a lot of people, when they lose, this is not me saying that you should not get salty or upset when you lose in a fighting game, right? I'm not saying that. If I were to say that, that would be me being the highest order of hypocrite, because there have been times where I have played a fighting game and I have been so salty that you could have sworn I got dipped in the Dead Sea, right? Like, I, in good faith, cannot say I have never gotten salty when I lose or when I play a fighting game. But it is about what you do with it afterward. Are you going to sit down and learn and figure out what it is that got you? Or are you just going to go, wow, this character's busted. Wow, this character's cheap. Wow, this character's totally unfair. That is scrub talk, right? Because even if a character happens to be exceptionally strong, and that's happened before, right? Like, there are characters that are just really strong and are just a pain in the ass to fight, right? Like, that's going to be a thing in fighting games. Yep. Exactly, right? It is also scrub behavior. I'm calling somebody out that I appreciate very much with this, but I also have to be about it. If you sit and like, damn, like all they do is throw fireballs and I don't do anything else. It's like, if it works, and it got you, then it's a valid tactic. You got to figure out your way around it, right? And that's the thing. A lot of the times, a scrub looks at did that wrong. Yep, good throw. Yep. Whew. I don't want this matchup. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, you're literally quoting no scrubs. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? A scrub will complain about the fact that the game is not in the spot that they want it to be, and they will not understand that it is their own lack of understanding that is causing their problems, right? That's fair. Yep, I got too hasty. Ooh, if I managed to shield the overhead and not fuck it up. One who knows nothing understands nothing. That shithead. Ah. Good throw. Good throw. Yeah, I'll hold that. So I mostly understand this person's game. So I say all of that other stuff to say this, right? Basically speaking, I only became a good sport about this once I finally understood that losing is inevitable, right? A good fighting player loses and understands how to process that, right? So the main thing that is getting this ODA fucked up is that they're trying to stay back just far enough to like divine thrust crap out of me, which I respect, because if I don't catch it, right, I wind up eating another one. But if I adjust my spacing correctly, oops, not like that. If I adjust my spacing a little bit, then a lot of the stuff that they do to either set it up or to... I didn't want to do that. Not what I wanted to do. I fucked up. Wrong input. Wrong input. Yeah, ideally what I want to do is I want to try to catch them with Sword Car when they, ooh. Ooh! Ah, they used the roll to get around me. Fuck. That was good. I cannot be upset about that. That's good. They used the creeping shift to get around. They used the creeping shift to get around, or whatever they call it. They used the roll to get past me. Because they knew that I was going to go for Oki. And so they were like, yeah, alright. I'm just gonna do this, right? And so remember, right, you can throw this, but you cannot strike it, right? If you try to hit somebody that's doing the roll, they automatically shield the hit that you tried to hit them with, and you go from there. But because it's treated like a moving shield, if you throw them, they gotta hold that, basically. ODA's design is really nice. Yeah. I want to say that French Bread is probably one of the few companies left that is still doing like pixel art fighting games. I'm gonna check our count so far. All right, 25 with Nanase so far. We might get maybe 30. We might get maybe 30 or 40 if we're lucky before stream is over. So we're not stopping at 9 o'clock. We're going past because I want to do the full 3 hours. So I haven't given y'all a good full 3-hour fighting game stream in a hot minute. Unless literally like my hands give out or I get tired anyway. I want to try to do a proper 3 hours. Alright. Oh. Okay. Now, do I know how to deal with Yuzuriha's nonsense being a Yuzuriha player? I should, in theory. Too slow. That's a pretty slick route. Oh, okay. Oh. No! Of all the times to not get that. Damn it. Of all the times to drop it. Of all the times to drop the combo. Ah! That's fair. I shouldn't have done that because they haven't been presenting options. Of all the times to drop that. I should be dead if they don't drop it. Yeah, there we go. So the main thing about Yuzuriha, as a Yuzuriha player, I can say this. The main thing is that while she does not have a lot of very strong defensive options, the thing is that once she has managed to establish the spacing that she wants, he will just very aggressively protect it with very big normals, right? A lot of characters in this game have really big normals, but like with Yuzuriha in particular, I did the drift wrong. So this is the main thing, right? A Yuzuriha who is not comfortable with like figuring out the way that her defensive options tend to suffer when she's put on the back foot will have a hard time using her well. Right? And that's the thing. Because she does not have what we call a meterless reversal, right? So, like, with Nanase, I can do a Dragon Punch motion and press A, B, or C, and I have that, right? So yeah, Yuzuriha does have, well, let me rephrase that. She does have a meterless reversal, but it doesn't do damage. Bro. Unfortunate. I need to stop using, Yep, that's good. Uh-huh. So yeah, right? If you're not confident in your ability to defend as Yuzuriha, basically speaking, you run into situations like I need to start doing a different ender for that. I'm autopiloting a little bit, which is getting me kind of messed up. See? That's the main thing. Yuzuriha, if you are not confident on your defense, you are not gonna be able to make it work. And it's hard because her meterless reversal. I'm sorry. I know you want to do the player match, but I got it. It's dare drop. I want to make sure that I can get the other key. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive. But yeah, the main thing is that with Yuzuriha, I'll switch over to her really quick to demonstrate because it won't change. It won't change my character in rank, right? So with Yuzuriha, these moves are all invincible, but as you notice, they're not attacks, right? And while she has like this move and this move to like hit people out of the air and things like that, this is her force function, or one of her force functions, right? So it uses up a little bit of grid to actually use that. This button is like really freaking huge, but as you'll notice, right? It is a little slow to start up. This is a little faster and does also reach up there, but it's a little hard, right? So all that said, if somebody's like on top of you, right, and you want to like push them off, you gotta use her super moves, right? You have to use her infinite work. And the problem with that is that that is an extreme commitment. You are committing super hard when you're using that, right? Because it takes 200 meter to do that, or if you're in Veil Off, the rest of your Veil Off meter. Hold on. Alright. So, Akatsuki has no range. But the trade-off to that is that he is really, really fast and extremely obnoxious in terms of like being able to bulldog you with pressure. Oh, that's really messed up. I missed the super, I missed the EX move, and still recovered it. Why'd you do that? Yeah, they don't quite have it yet. So that's the thing, right? Akatsuki is a pressure monster and moves very quickly, but has very, very short range. So, with Akatsuki, the main thing that you sort of want to try to do, aside from like figuring out where you can shield his stuff, is you mostly just have to figure out how to space him out correctly. And call him out for things like trying to hit you with like the overhead. No. I didn't want a sword card there. I wanted to do projectile. Ooh, put me back in the corner. Nice. No. That would have been a good time to do your DP. Yeah. I wanted to shield that because I knew it was coming. If I'd attacked after shielding the projectile at that like mid distance, I would have been able to get it, but I messed up a little bit. Didn't want to do sword card. I just mashed A. I just mashed A for the auto combo finisher because I'm like, I've got enough meter. No need to do anything complicated. Just mash A and get the kill. Ooh. Haha. But yeah, right. The thing I was saying about Akatsuki is that Akatsuki, as a character, has traditionally had a very hard time in Under Night. Little by little, the main thing is that little by little, his it's gotten a little bit easier for him to play, but the main thing is that what's the word I'm looking for? I should have just kept. I could have pressed it. I could have just kept going, and I didn't. Didn't want to do that. Good throw. Yeah, put me back in the corner. I didn't want to shield. I wanted to assault. Should be dead. Yeah, I wanted to assault there instead of shield, but I messed up. But I'm pretty sure I I have a relatively good fix on what this Akatsuki wants to do, because they know how to play Akatsuki and they have a good couple combos, but their defense and their awareness of like meaties and things are not quite there yet. Good. He messed with the punish, but didn't matter because they decided to mash DP afterward. Fair. Yeah, like, y'all can see. This Akatsuki understands how to be aggressive and does it very well, and I'm doing silly things like jumping into Agito Wari constantly. Yep. Tried it, and I respect it, but not enough. Shouldn't be using that one, because you're putting me out, even if it gets you more damage, you're putting me out of the corner. And then I say this and I don't use the corner carry one. Last is an overhead of that and I messed it up. Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. I accidentally hit B and C and force functioned away. Good. Yeah, I'm assuming that the reason why they were using the side switch one is to set up for like stuff like this. Yeah, you tried it. You tried it, and I respect it. They went for the overhead again, but because I threw in a shield at the right time, I had enough time to like stand up and punish it. Good. Put me back in the corner. Just don't. Gotcha. So yeah, when you use assault, you cannot immediately block in the air. You cannot immediately shield in the air either. If you use assault, you are committing to that act. You are committing to the assault. Cannot block immediately, or at all, really, from what I was testing. So, if you use assault like that to close distance, and you're not careful about your pacing of it and your timing of it, what will happen is people will look right up at you, right, and go, okay, and then if they have an anti-air button, they slap you with that, and you die. That's the simplest way that I can put it, right? Ah, there's the overhead. Damn, they got enough. They built enough meter for that. That's. Oh. Banzai. Banzai. Yep, Banzai loops. Ugh. Yeah, this 48 is already better than the last one I fought. The last 48 I fought relied too much on... I miss fighting with people, curse my shitty... Yeah, the last 48 I fought was focused way too much on, like, trying to use, well, not in a bad way, but they were focused on Divine Thrust a lot, to the degree that, like... Didn't want to do that. Damn. 48 looks like a lot of fun to play? Kinda, yeah. She never appealed, so I only understand how she, like... Hang on. I have to make sure I didn't miss that. I understand how she works, not necessarily from a I have played this character before standpoint, but from... Functionally, I sort of understand the way that her game plan works ideally. Banzai loops. Fair. Ah, she's gonna get the grid. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Fuck, I kept dropping it. I kept dropping it. Fuck. Ah. Yeah, she was coming. Yeah, I normally don't like non-rushdown characters, but I do like defensive PTS going up. Well, right. The thing is that any character... I'll put it like this. Characters have tools that may make them more or less effective at rushdown, but you can theoretically... The thing about rushdown is that it more describes a style of play than a type of character. Sort of. It's kind of complicated. A lot of people will use them interchangeably, but the thing is that, for example, if you were playing Street Fighter, you could play a Guile that is very much in like the sort of like rushdown sort of aesthetic and make it work, right? But the thing is that it looks a little bit different for Guile. A lot of it with Guile is managing to a lot of it with Guile is that you have to establish things like sonic boom pressure and things like that that people are not willing to challenge you. Yeah, like high movement. Yeah, like characters that happen to move quickly and are very agile are very good at rushdown, but they're not necessarily characters that. They're not necessarily characters that are built. Well, let me phrase that differently. There are characters that are built to do rushdown stuff, but every character can do rushdown. It's just a question of how effective are they at it, or what situations is it most effective for them to rush things down. Yeah, that's fair. I started Assault a little bit after, and so I got hit. Yeah, I'm getting sloppy with my... I didn't want to do that. I wanted to concentrate. They're being a little bit more attentive about the fireball use, which makes it a little bit harder to like... do this. Yeah, I'm getting a little sloppy. And that's on me. Like, I will 100% call the fact that, like, I was pressing buttons in spots where my ass really should have been more awake and not doing that. I was fucking around, and I got fucked up for it. Thank you. Good. Yeah, that close. Maybe if I shielded it. My fault because I held it too long. Why didn't it reach? It didn't reach. Sad. Whatever button I pressed did not reach far enough. Alright. Alright, let's hold it there, because we only have like a couple minutes left. So 37. Okay. Not bad. So probably if we play Under Night again next week, we can probably make 50. So, okay. Let me make sure that I understand. I'm gonna go switch screens, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm like looking at the instructions for how to run this giveaway correctly, so that we can do that. So it is in fact giveaway time. Let me make sure that this is configured correctly on the back end. Let me double check and make sure that we're not going to get interrupted with an ad either. Hold on. When was the last ad? Okay, cool. Near the bottom of the hour. So if I do this quickly, we should have time. Okay. Here's how this is going to work. When I start the giveaway command, we are going to have 3 minutes. Right? All you need to do is put once it starts, right? Exclamation point giveaway is the only thing that you need to do. Right? Everybody gets 1 entry. When the 3 minutes are up, 1 word. Just exclamation point giveaway, 1 word. That's it. when the time is up, when the time is up, what will happen is a winner will be selected, and they will have about 60 seconds, right, to put in exclamation point claim in order to get their key. So I'm going to start the giveaway in 3, 2, 1. Everybody gets one entry. And I will be keeping track of and I will be disallowing at least for this and future giveaways. If you win one, if you win a key here, then you cannot claim another one later. I will be keeping track of who won what. So if I see that someone has entered twice later on, right, like next week or something, I will in fact, I will in fact catch you out, and the answer will be no, you can't. So yeah, another 2 minutes left. While the giveaway is running, I'm going to go I'm going to set up some other things over on the other screen now that you can't see it, because we should ideally manage to be finished with stream by the time ads are about to roll around again. I am not trying to get caught by that again. So I'm going to go look very quickly at what Shark has set up for me. 1 minute is left. If you've not typed in exclamation point, if you want to enter and you want the key, exclamation point giveaway within the next minute. I think I know who we're going to go see as long as they are not done by the time we're out. I hope they're not. I would like them to not be finished by the time we get to them. "20 seconds left. Okay, Kettle, you won it. Exclamation point claim in chat. All right. Congratulations, Kettle. It's all yours. So, you got the first one. I will DM it to you on Gilded. Congratulations. So yeah, for anybody else who is curious about this game, again, I have gotten my key thanks to Airdrop, which is not platform. It's a website where streamers can basically register to take challenges due in certain games and then submit them to Airdrop in order to get things that they can give to their community, like keys and things like that. So for right now, I only have the one key, but I'm gonna submit. I can't type. Right? So I'm gonna submit my video with the 15 wins marked to Airdrop over this week and see if I can get a second key by the time we start again. And I'll use that time to also clarify, hey, if I can prove that I started at this many and finished at this many, and this is my total number. Am I good? Yes, no. And we'll see how that goes, and I'll confirm that. But at the very least, I know for a fact that we can get one more key from their drop now that we have this. If for some reason they're like, lol, no, then I'll do the 15 again next week if I have to. But it's fine. Well, I'm pretty sure I can make a case that's like, yeah, we got it. They saw me all 15 matches, 15 at least are here on stream. If we can't carry over the number we have to get 50, we have at least one more key to get. So, Keto, that one's all yours. Congratulations. Please do enjoy it. We're going to go hang out with Bok Choy. Baki is great. And normally they are not streaming at this time of day, or even on this day at all. But because they are, we're taking advantage of it. So, links so that y'all know what's up. I do game analysis and design articles on co-host sometimes. And I've done some on Medium before previously. If you want to go check those out, feel free to hit either or. With co-host, you have to specifically pick one of the tags that I use for that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it's there. Stream VODs are going to be up at youtube.com/@SJHDoesGames. I will reorganize it once we've cleared Breath of Fire 3 so that they're all updated with all the stuff. Ko-Fi, if you want to support me in the stream but don't want to give money to Amazon and Jeff Bezos, monthly Ko-Fi sub, I keep $4 and change out of a $5 monthly sub on Ko-Fi. So if you want to support, that's an option. Throne has a bunch of gifts on there, like helping to crowdfund another monitor and monitor arm for me, so I can like have a less clunky setup for hiding some things that y'all don't need to see when I'm doing like game dev stuff and things like that. Or for things like Kamen Rider gear, so I can do silly redemptions for Authorize and all that other stuff. Then my card has all my other social media links, but really I'm mostly just active primarily on post. So yeah, we're gonna go hang out with Bok Choy. Damn it, I didn't beat the ag. Okay, so TLDR for people who are in ads hell. We are going to hang out with we're gonna go hang out with Bach. They are currently playing Yakuza Infinite Wealth for the first time. Hit them with the raid command and your favorite emotes to let them know who sent you. Me, right? Right. So yeah, hit him with the raid command and your favorite emotes once we get in there and all that. I'm gonna wait out the ads because now we have like maybe about a minute left, and then we'll raid over proper. I thought I had them beat. I thought I had them beat, and I'm crying. I'm screaming. Okay, come on. Let's see. Okay, ad break is cool. Over. All right, cool. So, thank y'all for coming by. TLDR, because I know people have places they want to be and things like that. We're gonna go hang out with Bach. Oh, right, I forgot the Gilded command. So, thank y'all for coming by. If you want to hang out with us when we're not streaming, I don't mess with Discord just because Discord is always making choices that annoy me. So, we have a Gilded instead. You can click on that link in order to join it. Make sure that the rules are kind of long, but read the rules, do the other stuff, and if you want to hang out with us there, you can. We do things like watch anime on Saturdays and things like that when we're not here streaming. So, next things as far as stream goes. We will be playing more Breath of Fire 3 this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll have another Game Dev Wednesday this upcoming Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Fighting Friday next week will be more Under Night In-Birth 2, so we can try to get that last key with their drop. And we may also, maybe next week, Friday, we may also take a little bit of time to check out another thing from Dare Drop that I have before Fighting Friday, which is like a game called Slave Zero X. By the name, it is actually a pretty intriguing looking side-scrolling beat 'em up that I would like to try to do at least one Dare for. So if we can finish the one for Under Night 2 early enough next week, then I would like to also roll in. I'd like to roll in Slave Zero X and see if we can do a drop for that, and do a Dare for that, so I can do the drop like in the following weeks. So thank y'all for coming by. I deeply appreciate it. Stay safe, okay? Wash your hands, wear a mask, don't go outside if you don't have to. Be excellent to each other, but not to bigots, racists, turfs, sexists, anti-queer folks, or Zionists, or scrubs. Don't be nice to scrubs. Bully them. Beat them in the fighting game and go. Stop being a scrub then. I say this like half seriously. But yeah, thank y'all. Deeply appreciate it. Let's go hang out with Bach and just chill with some Yakuza. Yep, sing TLC to remember. You're right. Alright, y'all. Till then, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.